Hi, I have been waiting forever to open this. I'm so excited to use it, but I don't dare use it until I review it here. And this is my first review, so let's do it. I bought this a few months ago. I've been doing a lot of shadow work in the hard time of the soul, and so I haven't really had a chance to use it. So this is Tarot the Divine. I was immediately attracted, see how beautiful this is? And this did it for me too, and I just knew this had to come to my collection. So it comes in this gorgeous box, and then there's a ribbon here so you can pull out the book. Now what's cool about this book is it's actually full color. It gives you a little thing about the card, but also just it doesn't say much about what the fairy tale is. It's just enough that you can go Google it yourself, which is perfect. The backs are gorgeous. I'm one of those people that really like a beautiful back to my deck. It has this great ribbon that you can kind of pop out with. Makes it easier. And it's a pretty sturdy little box with the pull ribbon. Like, look at that. Sounds great, right? I'm sorry about all the burn marks on my cloth here. So the cards they've got a bit of thickness, like they're not as thin as some other, and as you can see, it's got like this texture on it. I like it. I like texture like this. It makes it easier, like things aren't sliding all over the place because they're not super glossy. Now, the most exciting part, the cards. Now, I love the use of color. I love the nice little decorations around. Just add some prettiness. I enjoy a border. Now, I know not everybody is into the borders, so I mean, if you wanted, you could trim it, but I feel like there's more breathing space a little bit. Now, the numbers are small, but for me it's pretty legible. So that seems to be the Little Mermaid. Like, look at that. So that's probably the fairy godmother. I won't go through all of them. Like, look. So the other thing I like about this, one thing I'm really looking for in all my decks is diversity. I want to see different people groups. I would love to have a deck that has different body types, and I would love to see different disabilities. I would love to see myself in a deck. I get that from, like just people in wheelchairs or feeding tubes or something like that, chronic illness type stuff. This just looks like the Virgin Mary to me, so it's going to be really interesting reading through the book to see what these are actually referencing to. King Arthur. Like, look. Gorgeous. I won't spend too long. But like, so this seems to be Beauty and the Beast, the roses and stuff. I love that they are not. Usually we just see Americans, right? And this is not that. Like, I'm not even gonna guess what culture that's from, but look. I like this. It reminds me of Merida from Brave, I think it was called. Look at that. That stag is gorgeous. Wheel of Fortune. I think that's Sleeping Beauty. Now, Death, this is kind of sneaky because if you're not looking carefully enough, you're not going to see the little skull, but I like that. The colors are brilliant. I'm able to get a certain sense of, like, this is a, just looking at this, not knowing what the word is, just looks peaceful. So each one has its own feeling associated with it. Oh, look at that, Rapunzel. That's perfect for the tower. Oh, like you can see the emotions. Oh, nice. Like I'm so excited to read about every single one of these and to learn more. Like, it's nice to see different body types, and it seems to, I feel like this is a great queer representation here, even if that's not the intention. Oh, these ladies having fun. Like, look, you can just feel, I really feel like I'm gonna be able to read well with this deck, because you can just, like Aladdin, I assume to be Aladdin looking all the lamps. It's a little, it hits me different than the guy looking at the different ones in the sky, and they have different things coming out of the cups or whatever. On a journey. Wow. Now this looks to be two ladies. Oh, wow. This gives me some Little Mermaid vibes. See, they're coming up, from what I'm gathering, they're coming up to greet the new child. I've heard of this tribe before. They use their hawks to hunt. Oh, wow, isn't she pretty? Now, I have looked through this deck before, and what's neat is all the kings, they're all beasts, which I had never seen before. Oh, I like that. It's bringing in the earth element a little bit more, as opposed to just the material. Oh, I like that. Like, this is a deck, every single one of these cards, if I had it in like a poster or something, I would put up on my wall. Like, the little match girl here hits me different than the, like, it's still sad either way. This card always hits me, but it's usually two figures and they're in rags and one of them has a cane or whatever. I'm not sure about this one. So some cards are going to be a little bit more harder for me to read, but I think once I know the fairy tale behind it, I will get that association really fast. Like, look. There we go. See the tears. I'm so glad I splurged on this deck. It just happened to be in my metaphysical store. And in theory, I know better. Yeah, there is some very mild nudity, I suppose. So yeah, this is the Tarot of the Divine. As I said, the cards feel good. I'm going to shuffle it for the first time here in a minute. I'll just try to go a little bit faster. Here, move over a bit too. That's so pretty. I don't know what's happening. It's very sad, but the queens all look so gorgeous. Now this looks like a fight. Some of them, they just look like it doesn't look like there's actually action happening, but that's my guy. Oh, Vasilisa. I'll have to hurry so I can feed my little guy. There we go. Let's try a quick shuffle. I don't ruffle shuffle because I don't want to bend my cards. Look at that. Sounds good. Feels good to shuffle. It's my hands are small, but they're still fitting in my hands really well. I might edge these. I think a teal situation on the side would probably look real good. Now they have hardly been out of the box, but as you can see, there's already warping. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to ruffle shuffle. I know that can warp cards faster. Yeah, this shuffles beautifully. I can tell that this is gonna become a favorite very quickly. Okay, so that is the Tarot of the Divine. Absolutely gorgeous. And I'm so excited to start working with it.